The party's over. It's time to call it a day. Where's my necklace? Oh, it's there. Okay. I saw myself in the videos. All I saw was my glasses, not my new favorite thing, my little heart with a crown over it necklace that my director gave me. So, well, Prince Charming You're Late has closed off Broadway. We closed yesterday afternoon. We had a good last show. We actually had an audience. They were actually enthusiastic. I held it together emotionally for the most part. I did get a little teary at times where I usually don't because I'm stepping away from something major and have accomplished something major. So a lot to be proud of. You've been hearing me. It's been challenging. What this all dragged up in me in this behavior of reaching outside of myself for things and now being on the other side of it and letting go of something that I've been holding on to for a long time that has not been healthy for me or smart for me. It's just my obsessive thinking, my fantasy thinking. Don't need to get specific. It's just I've let go. And I'm feeling freer as a result. I'm also sad that I couldn't make it the same way that in the story of Prince Charming You're Late, I can't make Prince Charming real. I wish I could. So in the same way that I wish I could smoke pot casually, I cannot. I wish I could have a martini after work some days. I cannot. A martini. What the hell is that? So anyways, so the show has closed. Yesterday, this is interesting also. I was saying I took down the image board I've had for this show for years. I've taken everything off the image board. It's all in an envelope, in a drawer. It's all there. It's just I don't need to look at this anymore. I need to leave that space a little blank right now. The only thing up there right now is a picture of the Taj Mahal. Because by 2025, people, I'm going to India. I am going to India by 2025. So what else will go up on that board? I do not know, but that stuff had to go away. But in the process of doing that, I found some snippets of lines and phrases and comments and things that never ended up in the script, but I'll write things down and just put them there. One of them being napping beauty, which I thought was great, never ended up in there. The other one is damsel in this dress, which I thought was pretty good, which actually I put in the script yesterday afternoon for the last time. I said damsel in this dress. It was great. The other thing is my mom used to always, when I was a kid at bedtime, she would say, "Good night, sweet prince." And at one point I wrote down, "Good night, straight prince." And I added that at the very end yesterday, happily ever after, good night, straight prince, the end. It's a lot to walk away from, but I'm very proud. So I wisely, because I know when a show closes, the void of lonely and alone and sad can open up. Some days I'm like dancing in the street, hallelujah, that shit's over. I wisely made plans to see Kiki yesterday after her matinee, because a friend of ours has an art installation in Times Square, which is crazy, like in an office building in Times Square in a lobby. So let's go see it. Let's go to Times Square at 5:30 on a Saturday afternoon in summer. But we did. And then she had to get back to her show, so we have to eat close by. Where we're going to go? Don't tell anybody. We went to Red Lobster. Now, when I go to Virginia to see my dad, which I'm doing next week, folks, a week from now, I'll be going out with noted lesbian Therese Hipkins to see Ken, baby Kenny. We go to Red Lobster all the time. I'm in Virginia, who cares? But me in Times Square at a Red Lobster, don't tell anybody I did that, but I did that. Speaking of taking a road trip with my sister, noted lesbian Therese Hipkins is the empress of the highway. She has you know this, she has all the rules on how everyone's supposed to be driving their car, and none of them are doing it right. So I just told her in a text, I'm going to make her an empress of the highway costume. And she said, what would that look like? And I was like, it's going to be one of the gowns that are now clogging my closets. It's going to make driving a lot of fun. And she messaged back saying, Phil, you can wear it yourself. And I said, don't tempt me. See me stepping out in a rest stop in Pennsylvania wearing one of my gowns. How fast can I run in heels before I get killed? Anyway, so I saw Kiki last night, which was smart. We had a lovely Red Lobster. And then I went home and I started the cleaning. I cleaned the bedroom because today was loadout. So all that stuff that's been on the set and in the show and in the theater is coming back to my house today. So I cleaned the bedroom because part of it is the bookcase that I painted lilac and is now going right back in the corner of my bedroom. So cleaned. And then this morning went over there and just took the rest of it out. Now, I'm a Taurus. I am organized. From the day we started the first performance, I woke up the next morning saying, okay, so on loadout, I'll move that there. I'll take this then. I'll take that the night of. I'll take that the next morning. I mean, I'm ready to load out. Same on tour. You get to Pittsburgh, you unpack it, and the next minute, all I'm thinking about is, okay, at the end of the week when we get ready for Cleveland, that's just me. So I was ready this morning. It took us no time at all to get everything out of there. But my house was like chaos when it all came in the door. The cats were like, what the hell? Because I was like, I'm not just going to shove it all away. I need to sort. I need to throw out. I need to give away to Housing Works charity. I need to give things away. I need to clear space. Because now I've got a brand new big princess dress and a steamer that was on the set that's mine now. And I can't just keep shoving things in the closets. So I was like, all right, we're going to take everything apart and store it. The other thing is, so much of that stuff on the set, all the tchotchkes and stuff were mine. Now, interestingly enough, we got a review. Some guy with some blog in DC wrote a synopsis. He held a book. He told some jokes. He sat up. He stood. He walked around. I mean, he told you the plot of the show. That's a review. All right. But at one point he did mention the set by the 3 people that are credited, none of them being me, and all the tchotchkes are mine, and talked about how it looked like a combination of like wardrobe supplies and childhood toys. Yeah, right, childhood toys. It's all the shit that's in my house, childhood toys. Anyway, now all of that had to be flame-proofed to go into the theater on the set. It's basically salt water, but it was all spritzed with salt water. Everything on that set was the guy that did the flameproofing who came over to my terrace and do it, he was hot like fire. I thought I was going to have to flameproof myself. But he was like, it'll dry in a couple hours. That shit never dried. It's tacky, salty, and I had like little minute cuts on my fingers, every time I touched that shit, I was like, ow, sting, ow, it's salt water. So all that shit's coming back to my house covered in salt water. Now, a lot of the tchotchkes and things, I can't wash that off. I can't, dunk it. But there was other things like, because we had like, sewing supply and like hunks of fabric folded up and they had to like spray all that. So all this fabric, I'm like, I need to, in my shower right now, gush, wash all this fabric and hang it up to dry before I put it away to be used for something else later. All of this shit. The bookcase itself was tacky with salt. Let me sponge that down, wipe that off, finish all that, put it all back together. All of this. Plus, that theater was damp. Like damp. Like the game of Mystery Date that I had on the set, the board was starting to warp, the little men behind the door were starting to warp, the cards, everything was starting to because it was damp. And at one point I had a beach towel that I would like put over my shoulders. Every time I did it was like, gush, oh, this wet ass beach towel, like I'm at the beach, really. Everything's like being at the beach. It's salty and wet. So all of the things that lived there, everything, I was like, all right, it needs to come over here and it needs to go out on the terrace. It's so boiling hot outside, but it's not humid. So it spent several hours just airing out on, do you hear this clapping? There's somebody who's, he's not well. All right, bless his heart. Maybe he's clapping for me. Thank you. Everything stayed on the terrace this afternoon, so the house has been chaos of everything torn apart. I had to take the entire front closet out. I almost did a video and I was like, it'll be too upsetting for you. No, it would be too upsetting. It would be like literally airing my dirty laundry. No, you don't need to see that. I literally like to take everything out of the front closet. What is being thrown out? What is being moved to a different location so that I can make room for this new stuff to come in here? Maybe tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to Housing Works with bags of stuff. You have not used any of these scarves in the last 7 winters. They're going. Books, they're going. These canvases from paintings I took off the wall years ago that were nothing too special to begin with, but I got them when my ex left 20 plus years ago. They're going. They're going. So there's a lot of stuff to go. Hydrate with caffeine. That's not a good idea. So anyways, it's been a lot. And I finally took a break. I was like, I need to go eat. So I just went to the diner to have my Athenian wrap. And then back to it. Or not. It's going to be days of, put things away and clean. Because all the little tchotchkes that came off the shelf in the living room, you can see the outline where they all used to live because there's a dust outline for them. And the thing is, the minute I clean all that stuff and turn around, there's going to be a dust outline again. That's a New York apartment, so yay. But still, I'm going to clean it before it all gets put away. But I was very proud. I kept saying out loud, you're doing great. You are doing great. You are doing so great with the cleaning and the doing and the organizing. So there you go. We're running long today, over 10 minutes. Wow. Okay. What else? Tomorrow is the 4-year anniversary of my AB Crystal Aurora Borealis heat set rhinestone tattoo. So let's tell the annual story. I got the tattoo 4 years ago because I had closed yet another show that I was loving, a job I was loving, and was heartbroken. We didn't even last 4 months, and I was just heartbroken. I did not want to walk away. I have a recurring theme of not wanting to let go of things. I'm an alcoholic. I don't let go of things easily. So distraught. And I had to remind myself of the story of years ago. When I did Beauty and the Beast. You've all heard this story, or if you haven't, welcome. You hear it every year. When I did Beauty and the Beast, I dressed Lumiere, and he had these arches as part of the costume. They were covered in rhinestones, covered in glitz, covered in stuff. I worked my ass off on them. I loved those things. They were spectacular to behold. So I worked my ass off. The Beast would claw at him, punch him, rhinestones flying off, pingity ping, 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 all over the stage. It made me nuts. So I went to him and I was like, please, could you please not manhandle Lumiere at his costume so much? You're killing me in it. And I can't prove this, but I'm gonna swear to you that when I asked him not to, he did it more. And I came this close to going up to the dressing room of the leading man of a Broadway show, the title character, to rip him a new asshole about this. And I had a moment of grace, a moment of clarity. And I said, Billy, it's just a rhinestone. It's just a rhinestone. And that has been my version of breathe. The show closed. It's just a rhinestone. Prince Charming You're Late didn't have the audience that I hoped. It's just a rhinestone. I'm letting go of this thing that is poisonous for me and never going to make me happy. It's just a rhinestone. So it's ironic also that here we are on tomorrow's the 4-year anniversary of the rhinestone, and I need that reminder today. It's just a rhinestone. The things I'm letting go of, the things I'm throwing out, the things I'm going to make space for, it all just passes by. It's all journey, there is no destination. I hate that fact. It's all journey, there's no destination. So anyways, in conclusion, I do sincerely want to thank everyone who has been on this journey through this production of Prince Charming You're Late with me. The people that saw it, it means the world to me that you came to see me. It really does. The people that have been so supportive, and I understand that next week the streaming will be available, so stand by for that. And I'm thrilled that for all the people that are anxious to see that. I'm very grateful for that. And all the praise and all the compliments and I had somebody say today on Facebook something to the effect of like, if Billy can do it, then I can do it. It's just, I am baffled at how much what I'm running my mouth about matters to people, to you guys, to you folks. I'm grateful that I can share that and that you want to hear it. To me, I feel like I'm just bitching. But if it helps, I'm glad. So anyways, that was a long-ass video because I'm avoiding going back upstairs to deal with even more of the stuff that's up there. But no, it's getting put away. Probably not all, it's not getting all put away today, but it's getting put away. So anyways, I love yous. Enjoy your day, and ciao for now.